This is a tool, much like a screwdriver or a hammer. It'll break, it'll crack, but you can glue it together. You can pick up a new arm, you can sand it down. Sure, it's going to get a few scars here and there, but that's fine. It only adds to character. You can change your props. You can basically do anything. You can use DJI Care. This thing is made for flying. It wants you to go out there and get the shot. So go out there and get the shot. It's not the end of the world if you have to glue it like I'm doing here. And remember, the second you start polishing it, well, that's just silly, isn't it? Let's get down to business. I'm back, and today we're talking about some real Michael Bay type shit. This is a Parallax. I shot it manually. There's no trickery, no automation. This is a manual Parallax. Believe it or not, shot on the DJI Mini 2. It's not easy, but if you practice enough, you'll pull this one off. And as you can see, it is quite an interesting shot, an epic one. I actually crashed my drone in about 5 minutes.
It's so good to see all of you. I am back. Let's get my microphone a little bit closer here. There we go. Today, like you heard, we're talking about parallaxes. There is not much more that you could do with a drone that is superly, incredibly epic than a parallax. It's incredible, like a circling parallax. So you've got, for example, Tom Cruise or myself standing on top of this tower, and you are basically spinning your drone around it. Now, a parallax looks great if you're punched in, so you got a long lens. Cool thing with the Mini 2 is you can just press that little 1 times and turn it into 2 times, so you have a longer lens. It's kind of like zoomed in, and it looks really nice. If you have a long lens, you've got like Tom Cruise in focus, you're spinning around. Everything in the background in a long lens is spinning around a lot faster. If you have a wide lens, it's not going to go as fast, but if you have a long lens, you're going to be like...
So instead of Phil barfing all over the screen, let's have a look at what this actually looks like. The top one is your DJI Mini 2 without any zoom. You can see it's circling slowly but surely. The bottom one is the DJI Mini 2 with a 2 times zoom. You can straight away see how quickly that background is spinning around. It's quite unique and it's a very epic shot. Now, punching in from the top one to the bottom one would be pretty cool, and that would be a nice transition, wouldn't it, Michael Bay?
It's gonna look awesome, it really is. Now, doing this isn't easy, especially when you press that 2 times button on the DJI Mini 2. It's actually incredibly difficult, and it's not like when you do the circle thing, you know, you quick shot circle, it's just gonna... No, we're doing this in normal. I tried it in sports and it's a little bit twitchy. I did get a few off, but normal, you've got the right stick, basically fully in the corner. I'm just like, I almost broke the right stick off. And then this stick is just, you're literally just spinning around. It is a beautiful move. Now, I did break my drone doing it. This guy was in a terrible condition today. I actually smashed him right into the side of a wall, like serious smash. The arm broke off. I have since glued it, super glued it. I don't know if you guys can see that at all, but this arm, like it broke off, but it's fine. It's fine. It does a good job. It's fine, you know. I cleaned them up, polished them up. He looks like he's brand new. I put all new propellers on because these guys, as you can see, they really got pretty screwed. I think there are like a few of them that are just like They're just non-existent propellers. I mean, they just, look at that. Yeah, it got really bad. And I went up to the top of the building because it landed on a roof with the security guy. We couldn't get up there. The roof was like sealed off. So I had to order a crane, and it was like $60, which is a lot in Poland. Ordered a crane, and the guy says, hey, you ordered it, you go up there. I'm like, shit. I'm afraid of heights. I did go up there with a broom, and I kind of broomed the Mini 2 off. You can check it out on my Instagram if you guys follow me. Got him down. He was a little bit in bad shape. Oh, he's a little bit. Oh, he's okay now. You know, it's incredible. It's you know that thing when you're on a plane and you're flying and you're like, how does this thing stay in the sky? When I was pulling this guy apart today, taking all the screws out, I was like, how does this thing fly? I mean, it's basically just a hollow shell. There was nothing to it. You know, I glued it here, did that, and it's perfect again. And it flies. I did check it. And I crushed it again into the desk. Anyway, a parallax. If you can learn how to do parallax, and it's really cool if you have something like a tower, like in that image at the very beginning. If you have a tower that you can practice on and spin around, that is really great. And it is something that will, you know, get your skills even more, you know, tuned in. And it's basically all thumbs. I thumb it. I don't do any of this stuff, but I thumb it. So first thing I do is I start with my right stick and I press it to the right and forward a little bit, like a little bit. I'm stuck to the edge on normal mode. And then the left stick, I'm pushing to the right and up just a tiny bit, so it's not touching too much. So what's happening is that the drone is turning and it's spinning around at the same time, like this. And what's gonna happen is that when you're pressing your right stick and your left stick, you've got, like, I set up like the rule of thirds and the little crosshair in the middle. I make sure whatever I want in the middle, like the tower, is right in the middle. And you're gonna have a little bit of trouble. Let me show you right here. You're gonna have a little bit of trouble at the beginning getting it perfectly in the middle, but don't worry, you need some time to get everything leveled out. So you're gonna be spinning, spinning, spinning until you've got those sticks in the perfectly right position. And then when you do, hold them, just hold them there. Don't do much with your right stick. Try and level everything out with your left stick. So a little bit less, a little bit more, a little bit to the forward, you know, a bit to the front, you know what I mean? So you're spinning around, and you're keeping everything in the middle of that crosshair. It's a difficult move, but if you get it down, it looks insane. Now, if you have a person standing there, it's just like mind blown. Now, I was doing it, and I put in my third battery, and at the end, I just did something stupid. I didn't even look where I was going, and I bashed right into the side of that wall. So yeah, my bad, but it's okay, you know, it's a tool. Like I keep on telling you guys, this is a tool. If it crashes, if it smashes, okay, you know, the one thing that I was worried about is getting my memory card out so I could show you guys what I was filming for my free batteries. I didn't care too much about the drone. I've gotten so much out of this little guy, like you guys know, that I just wanted to get that memory card out. But luckily, everything worked out and it's fine, and I'm gonna be able to make more films for you. I actually went there today to show you the latest update and the, you know, return to home thing, and it's pretty boring. I mean, I fly all that stuff manually anyway, but I'll be doing a film in the next few days just to show you how that works. It's kind of interesting. It's a little bit dangerous, but yeah, I'll show you in a couple of days. It's cool. But right now, any questions at all, just drop them in the comments below. If you did like my film and it helped you do a Tom Cruise, Transformers, Parallax kind of thing, then, you know, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, because there is a lot more coming. It's not all about drones. It's not all about drones. I do have a lot of cool stuff coming. It's all planned in here, and it's going to be put out there soon. It's been a very emotional day for me. A very emotional day. Not because I was going to lose my drone, just because of the heights. I hate heights. I do hate heights. And I even took this guy, and I took like all this stuff, because I thought I might be able to get it down, just, you know. But it was way too close to the wall for that. The battery fell out, so it wasn't beeping, you know, Everything works fine now. Everything works fine. I'm happy. Parallax. It's the coolest thing in the world. Try it out.
Now don't forget, this is cinematography. You can mix things up. You can start off large. You can come in hot. Spin this sucker around your drone. Get in even closer to feel the brakes, to see the detail. And as you whiz past, smoothing it out and fly forward, revealing your cityscape. That's another option you have. In fact, there are no limits. It's all down to you. Go fly this thing.